Britain's next generation of emergency service recruits, chosen from a pool of thousands. Rookies like Brendan, who quit his job in marketing. Can he make it as a firefighter?
It's a nervous time, really, to know whether I've made the right decision.
And university graduate Sam, after years of training, finally embarking on his dream career.
I feel proud to call myself a paramedic. I really feel like I've earned the tabs on my shoulders.
Becky's desperate to be a police special, but will tough tests and nerves stand in her way?
I think we're all feeling very nervous because we all want to get out there to start our policing careers.
They've survived months of intensive training.
Okay, one time.
They've been tested to their limits.
Space right. Birdie, half-beat. Don't panic and don't worry.
All to realise their dream careers.
I could feel, actually, yeah, I've made a bit of a difference in someone's life today.
Join them for their first time on the front line. In today's programme, the teaching's over. It's time for rookie firefighter Brendan to tackle real emergency.
No fire service.
The clock ticks for new paramedic Sam and a patient needing life-saving treatment.
Do you come back?
Yeah, it's all right. Now raise your legs up just to see if you can raise the blood pressure.
And the chase is on as police special Becky tracks down a gang of suspected burglars.
See if you can get through the gap. I'm not too sure. I might have to jump over.
In Birmingham, a new shift and a new career for one 30-year-old.
How did that feel? Different?
Brendan Houston spent 6 years in a well-paid marketing job, but then he decided to swap his suit for a firefighter uniform.
I felt that I could do something that was a little bit more rewarding for myself and give something back.
Making the change wasn't easy. There were over 5,000 applicants for jobs with the West Midlands Service.
Come on, moving along, number one!
Brendan was one of only 50 selected.
It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. I think every kind of young boy grows up wanting to be the kind of fireman and the kind of heroic side of things.
Then there was intensive training to get through.
When you're moving around, you do it like this. When you're a kid.
During the 8-week programme, Brendan and his fellow trainees had to master rescue equipment.
Just trying to get it to tear down the wheel arch.
Learn how to use breathing apparatus.
The temperature downstairs rose very, very rapidly, didn't it?
And fight fires.
The actual recruitment process and the training here is tough because our kind of lives are going to be in danger and you have to be able to take on board information and act upon it.
But lessons don't end when firefighters leave the academy. Today, Brendan's shift begins with a firefighting exercise. First, a briefing from his instructor.
They'll do a door entry, they'll make safe progress through, find the fire compartment.
Brendan's seniors will observe the new recruit closely today. He's on 12 months probation and needs to impress.
Take control of the fire, make a vent, that's what the fans are, that's your positive pressure.
He's about to work in 600-degree heat, scorching temperatures, in low visibility conditions. A thorough check of all the kit is essential. Brendan and the crew will face real flames and real smoke.
If you control the fire, if you can control the air management, increases the firefighter.
The crew follow their training to the letter. Failure to test a hose before entering a building can mean the difference between life and death. Once inside, Brendan must drag the heavy hose up 3 flights of stairs while already weighed down with breathing apparatus. He must control his breathing in order to preserve his air supply. When he finds the blaze, Brendan directs a jet of water at the base. Soon he brings the fire under control. But combating the flames is only one challenge. In house fires, more people are killed by smoke. Just 2 breaths of toxic fumes can render you unconscious. So Brendan and his crewmates use powerful ventilation fans to blow the smoke out of the building as quickly as possible. The exercise is over. The rookie's risen to the challenge.
Brendan had the difficult job of dragging all that hose reel up. We got to the fire room, I told Brendan as soon as we got control, get that vent open. It was quite a good performance.
Brendan's yet to respond to his first real fire. Training like this ensures he's ready.
You don't know how you react in that situation, but I'm confident in myself that once the real things comes, I'll be able to react to it and hopefully do some good in someone's lives if they should need it.
One raw recruit who has dealt with genuine emergencies, paramedic Sam Duplessis Grimson. He's already treated a baby with a paracetamol overdose, and a boy suffering a severe allergic reaction. Today he's on shift with his supervising mentor for the first time. It's just weeks since Sam graduated with a degree in paramedic science and passed the tough selection process to join the West Midlands Ambulance Service.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much.
And active duty is also a real education.
Every day is a school day in this job. I feel like I've got the skills and the knowledge to be able to deal with almost any situation that's put in front of me.
Sam's first shifts have been full of challenges, but with each emergency, his confidence has been growing.
I feel like I've earned the taps on my shoulders, and I feel like I'm able to, I feel proud to call myself a paramedic.
Today, Sam's with supervisor Mark Mearns. They'll work as colleagues, but Mark will monitor his every move. New recruits are on probation for 6 months.
They're normally more experienced sort of paramedics who've done a mentoring course. And they come out with us from time to time just to see how we're doing, see if we're sort of providing the right care for the patient.
The shift's only minutes old when the crew is called into action.
It's a red 2 call.
A red call signals an immediate threat to life. They need to get to the patient fast.
So we've got a female of 64 years who's having a stroke. That's all the information we've got at the moment. It came through 4 minutes ago.
1 in 5 strokes is fatal. The longer the delay in treatment, the greater the likelihood of death.
So it's that block of flats directly in front of us there, is where we're going.
Sam's skilled driving means they arrive just seconds after a rapid response paramedic. The patient is 64-year-old Catherine. She's recently experienced a number of mini strokes, and this morning her husband Morris thinks she's suffering another.
I've had a funny turn. I can tell anything.
Yeah, I can see, sweetheart.
I don't want to go to hospital.
Let me do some tests. We'll see what we're looking at.
Catherine's slurred speech and the droop on one side of her face do indicate the worst. The rapid responder, who's attended to her previously, takes the lead.
Seen this lady a couple of times.
Sam assists by running tests. And they confirm everyone's fears.
Kath, sweetheart, it looks like you've had another little stroke, okay? It might be a mini one, but we need to see the doctor first, get it all sorted. There's no way around that.
The stroke means Catherine's brain isn't receiving sufficient blood.
She has got a history of sort of what they call trans-ischemic attacks or mini-strokes, where you have a bit of weakness or a bit of arm weakness and then you recover. But as she hasn't recovered at this point, we're going to treat for the worst as always, alert her into Heartlands as a stroke patient.
However, despite her condition, she suddenly recognises Sam. 4 years ago, he treated her while he was a student.
I've seen you before.
Have you, my love?
It's a hopeful sign. It suggests Catherine's memory hasn't been impaired, and her latest stroke isn't severe.
Was it here? I recognise the dolphins because my sister's actually got a tattoo that looks like that clock.
However, even mini-strokes are serious. 5% rapidly lead to more severe life-threatening strokes. The crew need to get Catherine to hospital quickly.
Right, do a little dance.
As a student, Sam worked hard to build up a warm relationship with his patients. It's clear he made a lasting impression on Catherine.
When I first met Sam, he was a student, and I said to him from that day he passed paramedics.
It's good to see. Thank you, my love. Yeah, thank you. I liked seeing patients when I was a student and then sort of saying, look, I made it. So that's always nice.
He's turned out a good-looking lad.
Thank you, my love.
Putting patients at ease is an essential skill for paramedics. It comes easily to Sam. Soon they reach A&E, where Catherine will rapidly get treatment, improving her chances of a positive outcome. Mark is impressed with Sam's start to his fledgling career.
Sam certainly seems to be one of our stronger new paramedics, and certainly the way he's performed so far today shows a lot of promise.
Helping people like Catherine is one of the reasons Sam wanted to become a paramedic.
It's nice seeing people as it's kind of a full circle sort of thing when you see them as a student and you see them as a paramedic. And she was lovely, invited me around for tea and everything. So it's always nice to get people who want to see you. Yeah, great part of the job.
Last year, over 20,000 people gave up their free time to volunteer as special police officers.
Get down, get down, get down. Go.
They have the same powers as regular police, are highly trained and well equipped to fight crime. They each sacrifice at least 200 hours a year to help keep their communities safe. And Becky Purcell hopes to join them. The Cheshire Police Specials training programme has reached its climax. These potential new recruits must pass today's role plays before being cleared to go on duty.
Assessment day today. You can smile. Enjoy your day.
29-year-old Becky is a government contract manager. She's dreamed of becoming a volunteer police officer for years.
I've done a lot of volunteer work and charity work in the past, and this seemed like a great thing to be involved in. The public look to us as a sign of safety and, we're going to protect them. So I guess that whole level of authority is quite appealing.
If Becky passes today, she'll be on duty within a week.
I think we're all feeling very nervous. It's one of those, I couldn't eat breakfast this morning. It's all worth it because we all want to get out there, we want to be operational and we want to be able to start our policing careers.
Becky's role play's about to start, and her nerves are frayed. She's shaking so badly, she can't do up her jacket.
Can you give me a hand with music? I can't see anything. Small technical hitch.
As she struggles with her kit, the other applicants start their assessments, with fellow rookies acting as suspects.
Do you have anything on you at all that could harm me or yourself?
If they don't impress today, 20 days of training could go to waste.
Sometimes you have to act quickly in taking somebody's liberty.
After her false start, Becky's now good to go. She's been told a man is acting suspiciously in a car park.
Sorry, can I just stop you for a second? Can we just step away from the car just over here?
Becky and partner Naomi must do everything by the book. They separate, making it hard for a violent individual to attack them both at the same time.
Can I just ask what you're doing today in the car park? You're looking for your dog? OK, how long has your dog been missing?
10 minutes or so.
Because the man was acting suspiciously, Becky has the legal power to stop and search him. But she must follow the correct procedure.
We are going to do a stop and search, and that's just to make sure that you aren't carrying anything that might incriminate you today.
Searching suspects is dangerous and must be done with care. They could be carrying syringes, or as in this case, a knife hidden in the suspect's sock.
Can you just check that for me, please, Naomi?
Possession of a 3-inch folding blade is legal. The rookie's knowledge of the law is about to be tested.
Is it 3-inch? No, it does lock. It locks in place.
Because this knife blade locks, it is against the law to carry it.
Unfortunately, sir, that is an offence, a bladed weapon that you're not allowed to carry in public. It is an offence to do so. So for that reason, I'm now going to place you under arrest.
Again, correct procedure is all important. Failure to get the wording of the arrest exactly right means a prosecution could be jeopardised.
OK, I'm placing you under arrest for possession of a bladed weapon in a public place. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention one question, something which you'll later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
The role play is over. After all her hours training and studying, Becky's about to find out if she's passed and can wear a police uniform for real.
I liked how quite assertive you were, and real good fairballs. Rest of this, caution, cost, brilliant, job done.
When the pressure was on, Becky's nerves vanished. She proved today she has what it takes.
Quite excited about this now. This is what it's all been worth. It's all been leading to, so let's get out and do it.
A week on, and Becky gets the opportunity she's been craving. She's on an induction shift, where a batch of new specials go on patrol with a special inspector. Tonight it's Mark Weeks. Within minutes, they receive an emergency call.
They just had a report there's a disturbance at a pub. The police have been called, no information passed, so we don't know what's going on.
On arrival, they're told there's been a fight between a man and a woman. As a colleague interviews the man, Becky takes a witness away from the scene for questioning.
Can stand round here? If you're round the corner, you'll be fine. Okay. What's your name, love? Okay. Where are your shoes?
So it gives people a chance to try and do a little bit of detective work and establish the actual cause of what's happened. Also gives them a chance to do PNC person checks on the radio, so it gets the confidence up there, and gets them used to dealing with people who may have had a little bit too much to drink.
The victim decides not to press charges, so the witness is free to go.
Thanks, Annie. Enjoy the rest of your night. Yeah, go and get your shoes on.
A potentially volatile situation has been diffused, and Becky's police adventure is underway.
It's all good learning experience, getting used to the sort of responses you might get when you're out in the public, which are vastly different from those when you're in a safe environment at the training centres.
Becky's first proper shift is just days away, and once again, her nerves will be tested to the limit. West Midlands Fire Service attends over 14,000 emergencies a year, and rookie firefighter Brendan is about to get busy. His crew is responding to a 999 from a resident reporting smoke fumes from a neighbour's flat.
Ground floor, yeah? Ground floor, smell of smoke.
Crew Commander James Brereton will keep a close eye on Brendan during this call-out.
At the scene, the smell of smoke is obvious. The crew must act fast. Even a small fire can rapidly become an inferno.
Yeah, we've got to make a forced entry because nobody's answering the flats and we can smell burning.
There are 2 ground floor flats. Brendan has to pick a door to leave her open. The chances of being right are 50-50.
Nice fire service.
It was the wrong one. And the other flat's door is extremely secure.
We've got 2 locks to break here.
Yeah.
So that's probably the stronger one. Okay, I'll go in there first.
Brendan needs to open it as quickly as possible. People could be inside. He doesn't find any occupants.
No fire service.
But Brendan does find the source of the fire.
Oh yeah, it's an electric blanket in here.
It's what we class as a late fire. Occupiers had a fire with an electric blanket. It's obviously extinguished themselves, unplugged it and gone off to work without telling anybody.
Household electrics are a common reason for blazes, causing 20,000 fires every year in the UK.
It could have been a serious incident there. You can see with all the bedding and clothing around, that could have spread and affected the other residents. We're gathering the burnt stuff up, we'll take it out the front.
All the bedding must be removed. Residual heat could cause the fabric to burst into flames again.
That's that blanket, the electric blanket, yeah. See the ribs in it?
Yeah.
So you can then ascertain if that's come from there or if it's come from smoking.
It may not have been Brendan's first fire, but it's all valuable experience.
The air now is still pretty smoky, and there's quite an acrid smell of the bed that was quite badly scorched, really, from the electric blanket as well.
For all the danger, call-outs like this convinced Brendan he was right to give up his secure and safe office job.
I was at a crossroads in my life where I kind of stuck with the role that I had or twisted and tried something new. And for me, it's a nervous time, really, to know whether I've made the right decision. So far, I think I have. Everything seems to be hard work, but good fun when you get home, I think, and think about it.
Another new recruit enjoying hard work with the emergency services is paramedic Sam. On this shift, he's with experienced crew member Martin Cummins. A GP has asked them to take an ill patient to hospital, a seemingly routine call.
We've got a 73-year-old male come through breathing difficulties. GP's querying bronchitis or querying pneumonia. We've just arrived at the property now, so we'll go in and make our assessment.
But the paramedics soon discover the case is more serious than expected. The patient, 73-year-old Michael, has become critically ill since the GP saw him.
Morning, how are we doing today?
He has chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, a condition that kills over 25,000 people in the UK every year.
Can you just start doing a few bits and pieces on you, like your blood pressure and everything like that, it's all right?
Sam needs to get a full medical history, but his patient's too ill to talk. So he looks to get information from Michael's wife, Caroline.
I noticed he was having a hard time getting out of bed this morning. He was decorating all day yesterday.
What, here?
Yeah, painting all the doors and everything.
Oh, he's been doing the sand and
paperwork,
stuff. Oh, might have irritated his lungs a bit as well.
Yeah, I can tell from his eyes he's not...
Yeah. He has got a very high temperature.
Michael's condition continues to deteriorate.
Do you know what year it is? Oh, right, not to worry.
He clearly needs urgent hospital care. Once inside the ambulance, Michael's condition worsens again. His blood pressure has plummeted, and his heart rate is too fast.
Do you want me to come back?
Yeah, it's all right for a moment.
He also has a high temperature. That could be a sign of sepsis, a life-threatening condition where the body overreacts to an infection.
I'm going to raise your legs up just to see if we can raise blood pressure first, okay? And then we'll get on a move then, all right?
Sam's training stressed the importance of staying calm even in the most critical situation.
Sam's got what appears to be a fairly severe chest infection. He's definitely dehydrated. My mate's popped a line in. I'm just going to send off some fluids, make him feel a bit better, and raise his blood pressure, and let the hospital know.
Working in tandem, the paramedics try to stabilise Michael's condition.
We're going to give you some fluids, okay? Get your blood pressure up a bit.
Then it's blue lights on and off to hospital. Just a few weeks ago, Sam learned how to drive under blue light conditions. That training could make all the difference to this patient's outcome.
We're not far now, about 2-3 minutes away from the hospital.
Now they've reached A&E, doctors will administer the life-saving treatment Michael needs. Another shift is over. Sam's now been a paramedic for a month and thinks he's finding his feet.
I was quite terrified when I first started, and that's sort of gone away, and now I'm able to use my skills, everything I've learned. I'm getting into the job and sort of settling into it.
Warrington. It's another big moment for rookie special Becky, the start of her 18-month probation period.
Pleased to be here now and doing a day shift and being out there and, creating the police presence during the day. Now it's trying to remember all my learnings, everything that I've had over the last few months, my training.
New specials are observed by constable tutors, and today Becky's mentor is PC Richard Whitehead. Once on patrol, he's keen to teach her about the local patch and the local criminals.
Address down here where the white van is opposite, a bit of comings and goings every now and then. But not there's anyone about. Recognise him. If he got caught and admitted to doing a shed burglary.
Becky's guided tour comes to a sudden halt. She's about to experience her first blue light shout. It's not often police officers get the chance to catch thieves red-handed, but today they could be in luck.
If we can get through the gap, I'm not too sure. I might have to jump over.
The suspects are spotted in the distance.
Oi, here, now!
Because the officers were nearby when the call came in, they haven't had time to escape.
What's your name, mate?
Becky now gets the chance to make her first arrest. She needs to get the wording exactly right. But will the nerves she experienced during her training strike once more?
What we are going to do is arrest you on suspicion of burglary, OK? You don't have to say anything, but anything you do say may be taken as evidence and used against you, OK? Sorry, it may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioning something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be taken down as evidence and used against you. What we're going to do is arrest you on suspicion, and that's just a necessity for that. It's just to make sure that we can protect any property that's around here, and we can get some statements from you and understand exactly what's happened. All right? Do you all understand?
Becky may have stumbled in parts, but she managed to correct herself. The arrest was legally sound. Before they're taken into custody, Becky needs to perform a thorough search. This time, it's no role play.
Right, you're not got anything on you that's sharp that might hurt you or me? What's in your pockets now?
A hat.
A hat.
Becky conducts the search like a seasoned veteran and isn't intimidated by the suspects not wanting to come quietly.
Seriously, just calm down, we'll get you in the car.
I don't want to go down. Why are you taking me?
Well, we've explained why we're taking you, so save it for interview, right?
Well, I've not done anything wrong.
Most specials have to wait months before their first arrest. For Becky, it's a different story.
So yeah, first arrest, first search. I think it's a bit of a rush.
The officers head off to book the suspects into custody. Richard's impressed with how his protégé performed under pressure.
It's a massive thing, your first arrest. You know, once that's under your belt, you just plain sailing from there on. I felt confident in her being there. I felt confident in the fact that she knew what she was doing. And obviously at the scene, maybe had a bit of a wobble with the caution, but she soon pulled that back then from there.
So it was really, really important to go back and correct myself. But my gosh, I will be reciting it again in my sleep tonight to make sure I definitely know it inside and out.
Sam's patient Michael was treated for pneumonia and spent 4 days in hospital before returning home. The burglary suspects Becky arrested at the school have been given formal police cautions. And Catherine received treatment and was prescribed blood-thinning medication to reduce the risk of future strokes. All being well, she won't be seeing Sam again anytime soon. Next time...
I'm having a go because he's like... What? Stop swearing now.
A party.
Sorry, I'm from Yorkshire.
A fight.
Have I got any booze? Because I know I've got booze here.
And a guest who's outstayed his welcome.
I'm going. You're under arrest, sunshine. Drunken disorderly.
Danger on the hard shoulder. Mayor braves motorway traffic to find the cause of a driver's illness.
That scar there, what's that from? What is that from?
And emergency at altitude.
See somebody just 200 metres.
Tom joins the rescue operation as an elderly walker is injured on the mountainside.
Ready, brace, lift.